there, beautiful. It is Tanya Rainier here, Money Mindset Maven and Law of Attraction Coach for women entrepreneurs, and it is live Q&A night. Literally, I want you to ask me anything you want, anything pertaining to money, mindset, law of attraction, and of course, Money Vibes Bootcamp. So if Money Vibes is something that you have been maybe keeping your eye on, you've been interested in, and you want to ask me a question, now's the time. If there has been something on your mind, something you've been struggling with in terms of mindset or really making the money and attracting the clients that you want in your business, this is the time to ask me anything you want. I am completely 100% here to help you and answer any questions that you may have, and I'm going to stay on until I do. So I have a list. Hello, Megan. Beautiful to see you. Megan is a kick-ass travel agent. So if you are looking for a honeymoon destination or a destination wedding, she is the girl to contact. So make sure you make friends with Megan. So today we are talking about all things law of attraction, money mindset, and of course, Money Vibes Bootcamp. Not that this is a commercial. I just want to answer all of your questions and make sure that you understand. You're welcome. You understand what this program entails so that you can decide if it's right for you. If it's not, ain't no biggie. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. So I've had a few people send in some questions. So I wanna kind of touch on those and address them. And if you have a question pertaining to money mindset, law of attraction, please leave it in the comments because live questions get priority. So if you ask a question, I'm gonna answer you first. I'm gonna stop all things and take care of you. So while I'm waiting for your questions to come in, I'm going to answer a few that people have IM'd me or I've been getting asked a lot lately. And it's funny because a lot of the same things seem to have been coming up. One of the things is debt. Everybody is like crazy in debt, right? So if you have a ton of credit card debt, student loans, auto loans, all the things, right? We live in a debt-ridden society. The average American, and don't quote me, but I want to say is something like $30,000 in debt. You may have more debt. You may have less. And if you do, good for you. But the feelings and the emotions that we have toward debt are total buzzkills, right? Like we're angry at it. We feel guilty. It has this intense, incredible control over us. But it doesn't have to. The only reason it does is because you're allowing it to. That debt, it served a purpose. It was there for you when you needed it. Be grateful. Flip the switch. Look at it and say, hey, it was great that I had a credit card or I had a loan when I needed it. And now I want to pay it off. And I'm going to kick ass. I'm going to rise above it. I'm going to own it as an entrepreneur, and I'm going to take my business to the next level so that not only can I make enough for me, but I'm going to make so much money, then I'm going to pay this off like it ain't no thing, right? Take a different attitude, take a different approach, and debt will no longer be an issue. It's only controlling it because it's only upsetting you because you're allowing it. So in Money Vibes, we're going to be talking a lot about that and how to react with a positive attitude and a positive mentality toward the things that trigger you, the things that bring your vibe down, the things that make you question whether you have a healthy relationship and attitude toward money, the things that make you think, is this going to work? Is this business thing going to work? Am I cut out for this? We're going to talk about all those things. And debt is a big one because when that's hanging over your shoulder, it kind of feels like you have a black cloud, right? We're going to fix that. Turnaround time. So Sarah Prince asked, Sarah, oh my gosh, you are amazing. Thank you for putting big, bold, shouty question, the capitals that say question. What is the typical turnaround time you see when people go from complete zero to the level of abundance they seek and maintain it? That is a great question. It depends on a lot of factors. So again, you guys, I don't mean to sound like a commercial, but we're talking about all of this stuff in Money Vibes. It depends on so many factors. So that's not black and white. It's not cut and dry. Really, it's your ability to create boundaries in your life, because Money Vibes isn't just about business and it's not just about your relationship with money. It is about your energy and your environment in your personal life. So who is in your house? Who are you spending a lot of time with? Who's in your inner circle? And how are they affecting you? Because the way that you are, the way that your energy is affected by the people around you completely influences your vibration. It influences your confidence in yourself. You could be like high vibing, right? And you guys have all been there, where you're like, I feel amazing. I am ready to kill it in my business. And I've got goals and I've got aspirations and I've created this crazy strategy and this plan, and I'm going to go out and crush it and take action. And then as soon as you start sharing those goals with somebody who doesn't share the same mindset as you, and they start like playing devil's advocate and going, yeah, but do you know that that's risky? Do you know that, 4 out of 5 businesses fail in the first 4 years? Do you know that this is scary, and you're risking your family's security and blah, 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 right? And they start giving you they start projecting their negative vibes and their negative mentality on you. It can bring you down. And if you agree with them, if you let them influence you, it's going to change everything, right? And it's going to slow your progress. So a really important thing when it comes to building your business and maintaining your vibe and protecting your own sense of energy and boundaries is knowing what your triggers are. You're not going to get rid of people. You can't completely eliminate people out of your life, but you need to know how to handle them and how to respond to those situations. Oh boy, there goes my cheat sheets. We're walking. So if you learn and you start to adapt the principles of, energy protection, and you really, really create boundaries and you learn how to enforce those boundaries, it's going to happen for you a lot faster. I've seen people completely transform their world from a place of being completely surrounded by negative energy and having zero money in the bank, like nothing, to having a successful, profitable business in 90 days. Like, I'm making money, I can quit my job, I can conquer the world. 90 days from less than broke to holy crap, I'm on fire, right? That's the power of the law of attraction. That's the power of mindset at work. Sorry, accidentally hit laughing faces. Energy vampires. Yes, 100%, Sarah. So I hope that helps. So Sarah, if you follow the system and the outline, which legit we go through in Money Vibes, like every question or every module builds. So one on top of the other. So we start off slow and we build momentum, and it's designed to help you increase that momentum and build on one lesson builds on the last, so that you can transform your mindset and you can slowly but surely bring your family and your friends on board. So it's not just you doing this and you're not alienating yourself from your family, but you are teaching them what you're learning as well. So Amanda, you asked, what does your woo routine look like besides meditation, and what are some of your favorite practices? I love EFT. Love it. EFT is a combination of, and if you're not familiar, it's emotional freedom technique. It is a combination of, I'm going to try to give you the short version. It is therapy, because you are literally speaking your issues out loud. So you're starting off very, very negative. You're like spilling all the stuff as if you would to your girlfriend. You're complaining, you're having a pity party, and it's completely okay, and that's the purpose. So you are tapping, so you do it in a combination. So you are tapping on different points of your face and your upper body. And the reason is we have these energy meridians within us, and they all are connected to our central nervous system. And the easiest way that I've found to explain it is, do you know how when a baby is upset and you are like, you're soothing the baby and you're like tapping the baby's butt, right? And it's so soothing, and he's like, oh, or she is like, oh, yes, I love that. That's what EFT does. You're by tapping on these meridian points that literally connect to all the points of your body, you are kind of soothing your nervous system. You're sending a signal to your nervous system that says calm down, and it soothes the anxiety, it soothes the nerves. And while you're doing that in conjunction with talking about what's happening, why you're freaked out, like, oh my gosh, I'm completely freaking out right now. I'm not making any money. Nobody's going to buy from me. I'm afraid my business is going to fail. and you're going through the motions, right? And you're spewing all the negativity, you're bringing it to the surface. And in doing so, you are attaching words to your feelings. So you're forcing yourself to process what it is that you're feeling. So it's kind of like going to a therapist, and you're soothing yourself at the same time. And it's a natural occurrence. What happens halfway through is you switch from negative to positive because you run out of negative things to say. So it is a really, really powerful form of therapy. Creative visualization is probably my other favorite. So I love journaling. I love meditating. These are things I meditate, not every day, but I try. I definitely engage in creative visualization every day. And anytime I'm feeling funky, I do EFT for sure. Megan says my friend does it and swears by it. It's crazy. It's awesome. And I've done it in workshops. We do it at the retreat. I had girls that were like, I am not doing that. That is weird and it's crazy and you guys all look ridiculous. And then they went home and did it. And they were like, this is really cool. I didn't think I was going to like it so much, but it's crazy effective. So again, we're going to be doing a lot of that in Money Vibes. And I have a workshop that I'm going to take you through, and I have all kinds of scripts for you so you feel comfortable doing it. And I have a really fun way of helping you break into it without feeling like a complete weirdo, because I felt like a weirdo when I first started doing this. I'm like, can anybody see me? I was like, I'm hiding in a closet doing it. I'm like, this is so weird, but it's powerful and it's so effective that I definitely recommend it. And if you don't do it with me, go on YouTube and do a search EFT for whatever problem you're having, and you're gonna see that it's really, really amazing. And it's a fast way to transform your mindset. So where did I have so many lists of questions. All right, so as I'm waiting for more questions, if you guys, and I hope that's helpful. I hope that's a little bit helpful. What else? So there's been a lot of talk lately about religion, and I'm going to be completely honest. I am not the most religious person. So I was raised in a very Christian family. I was split between Lutherans and Catholics. So I had that upbringing. I went to church a lot with my aunt, who belonged to a non-denominational church and was very, very involved. But I also have had exposure to Muslims and Jehovah's Witnesses and all kinds of other religions. So for me, it's been very, very interesting. And I have a past life in interior design in which I studied art history, which if you have studied art history, the early art was all about religion, and it predates Christianity. So I have all this exposure to religion, and I'm probably not the best person to speak on religious practices or the Bible or anything else. Would I call myself a Christian? Yes. But am I the best person to speak on it? Probably not, and I'm going to admit that. But what I can say is I've had enough exposure to both the law of attraction side of things and the Christianity side of things, as well as other religions, to say that they're all the same thing. They really, really are at the core. It's language that varies. So when we talk about the universe is, pardon the pun, but a universal term for God, for source energy. And I use that just because it's universal and it encompasses all things. So if you are uncomfortable, you personally are uncomfortable with the word universe, use the word God instead. When I say we're manifesting or we're asking the universe for something, change the lingo. We're asking God because it is the same thing. When we're manifesting, we are signing an agreement. We are having a conversation with God. It's co-creating. Now, some people will approach prayer or religion and say, well, if it's God's will, it will be. And I'm just going to sit back and relax and if it's his will for me to be rich, I'm just going to be rich. My argument to that is God did not put you here to be lazy. He put you here to take action, and he wants you to be as invested in your future as he is. He wants you to have as much faith in yourself as he does in you. So get up and do something with your life for real, and show God that you are serious. Show God that you are willing to spread the word and do his work, if you will. And that is going to be the action you need to take to hold up your end of the bargain. So when I say meet the universe halfway, meet God halfway. Show him you're serious. It's just a switch in lingo. When we meditate, if you're not comfortable with the word meditating, it's prayer. It's the same thing. So a lot of times this gets misconstrued, and there's too many Hollywood movies are like, you know, witchcraft and law of attraction and magic and miracles. Dude, we're not performing black magic over here. We're not, we're woo in the sense that we're spiritual, and we're just getting in touch with what is inside, and we're learning how to become more aware and more present in what is going on. So when you tune in to how you feel and what's happening and how you're responding to the world, to the people around you, to the circumstances and the situations, and you notice that, you're able to then, instead of react to it, be prepared for it and respond to it in a more healthy way. And I promise you, I guarantee you, I will bet my life and all of my money and all the things that everybody in your world will thank you for it if you do that. So it's just a matter of, you're going to be better. You're going to show up better for the people in your life, all because you're paying attention. You're more aware of how you're responding to things. So if the universe and manifestation and law of attraction makes you uncomfortable, switch the lingo. So I hope that's a little bit helpful. And I think we have plans in the future to dive a little bit deeper into the crossover, but really I'm not teaching you another religion, dude, not even a little bit. Law of attraction is actually, so according to, and don't quote me here because I'm still researching, because I'm a complete junkie and I'm obsessive with researching and looking for things. But according to what I've found so far, there is a lot of crossover, and a lot of the same things that I teach and I believe in were in the original, the First Testament. So there's work to be done there. So don't quote me on all that. But when I find it, I will share it with you. Okay, some other questions that have come in are, what do I do? I'm trying to better myself and up my vibe and really flip the switch and have a more positive mindset, but my family isn't supportive. Been there, I know. And that's tough. It is really tough. Again, this is something that we're going to talk about a lot in Money Vibes, because your inner circle and your surroundings is very, very important. When you have goals for yourself and you're trying to, let's say, start a business or up-level your game or just improve yourself, maybe it has nothing to do with business. Maybe you're trying to lose weight, right? You guys have all been there, right? You want to lose weight, and there's somebody in your family that's like, eat this cookie, let's go drink beer. And you're like, I'm trying to lose weight. Why are you not helping? Because anytime you change and you are venturing off, it evokes a sense of fear in the people around you. And they're like, wait a minute, this isn't what I know. I'm used to you being here for me in this capacity. I'm used to our relationship dynamic being a certain way. And now you're doing this other thing. Am I going to lose you? And consciously, they don't know that. They're not aware that that's what's happening, but on a subconscious level, they're scared of losing you. They're scared of the relationship that they have with you changing. And the most important thing you can do when you are up-leveling yourself is to reassure the people around you, you're not going anywhere. You maybe just, it might take a little bit more energy, it might take a little bit more work, but at that time when you are really, really trying to do better for yourself, it feels like you're reclusing, right? You're separating from the pack and you're doing your own thing. And they're like, am I losing you? Please don't go away. So in that moment, be aware and acknowledge the fact that they're scared, and that's the only reason they're acting out. The only time that people act angry or scared or mean, is when they're afraid. So when you notice that, when you start to get some backlash from your family, that's when you need to hug them. You need to speak to them in their love language a little bit more. You need to reassure them you are not going anywhere. Your relationship isn't going to change. You love them more than anything unconditionally. And just because maybe you're growing and you are expanding yourself a little bit, Doesn't mean that your feelings for them have changed at all. And when they feel that, and they feel your warmth, and they feel your unconditional love, they will be supportive. And if not, well, then we'll have a different conversation. There's a whole bag of other issues going on, but that's usually the case, and that usually will solve the problem. Scarcity mindset in your family. Again, same thing. Scarcity mindset is programmed. It really is. And it comes from your childhood. We learn to interact with the world based on the way that our parents or our caregivers interacted with the world. So our money mindset is very, very strongly connected to the way that we modeled our parents and their relationship with money growing up. Our belief in ourselves and what we're capable of and what's possible for us, very, very closely tied to our upbringing. Now, it may be that you have you repeated that in some way, and you were living out a life that's very, very similar to your parents. It may be that you've rebelled and you've your life sucked and I'm totally doing the opposite. You were frugal, I'm going to spend everything. You were stingy, and now I've got $75,000 of credit card debt because I'm not going to be like you. There is so, it can go all over the map. It's important to recognize how their influence is affecting your behaviors now, and in isolating that and going, is this me or is this them? And how can I change the behavior? Do I agree with this? Is this truly my belief now that I'm an adult? Or is this an old, outdated belief that I've taken with me from, childhood and I've adopted? Opposite, right, Megan? Totally. And if your parents were really frugal, or if you struggled growing up, that is totally common. That you were as soon as you got an ounce of freedom, and you were I know when I was the minute I was 18, I think on my 18th birthday, a Discover card arrived, and I'm like, free money, $5,000. It took me about a week to charge that baby up. I'm like, yes, because I was poor growing up. I had no money. If we had tuna fish for, a week to eat, I was like, yeah, baby, we ate ramen noodles and chips and salsa and the occasional Hungry Howie's pizza. So it felt like freedom to have a credit card until I had to pay it off, right? So I've been there with the remorse and the guilt with credit cards. Trust me, I know. But yes. So when it comes to your family, you can't control them, right? But what you can do is model responsible behavior. You can show them they are the way that they are because of their childhood upbringing. So they never had a positive role model when it comes to money. They didn't see what a healthy relationship with money looks like. You can be that person for them. You cannot change them. You cannot ask them to think differently. You cannot ask them to feel differently. That contradicts free will. What you can do is just do you and do it well and show them what it looks like to have a healthy relationship with money, and let it rub off on them by osmosis, and it will. When they start seeing you speak about money in a healthy way, speak about yourself in a healthy way, when they see you say, yeah, I got a little bit of junk in my trunk, I got a little bit of cellulite, but I look good today. Or, yeah, maybe I don't have as much money in the bank as I want to, but it's coming. I'm manifesting it. And when they see that positivity come out of you, they're going to be like, well, that looks good on her. I like the way that looks. And the energy around it is just so much more positive. And they will pick up on that and go, there's something to that, right? You learned language, not because somebody held you down and tied you to a desk in school and forced you to learn the English language. Nobody forced you to learn the alphabet. You learned it by picking up on it. You knew how to talk way before you ever went to school, right? You pick things up. That's the beauty of the brain. It does these things. So when you are demonstrating that kind of energy in your home, other people are going to pick up on it without even noticing that they're doing it. It's just going to be so available that it will transform them just by proximity. And in Money Vibes, we are actually talking about how to bring these conversations home so that you can have them in a healthy way with your spouse and your kids. So if this is something that has been a struggle for you, like, we got your back 100%. So do you guys have any questions? I want to chat with you a little bit. So if you're interested in Money Vibes, hang out. We're going to talk a little bit about what to expect there. If not, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you hop off. If you have a question, I will totally interrupt my rant and answer your question. So Money Vibes is an 8-week course. I want to tell you a little bit about it. It's 8 weeks of incredible content that is geared around completely transforming your money mindset. So in addition to money, so we're going to go through all the things: limiting beliefs, money stories from your childhood, your relationship currently with money, what is holding you back in your business, what limiting beliefs are stopping you from taking action, how to transform them, how to create boundaries with clients, boundaries that are healthy, that feel good for you, so that you show up and serve with 110%. Because if you don't feel like you're being valued in that client relationship, you're not going to show up, right? And you're not going to give in the capacity that you should. You're going to be like, oh, I gave this away. Oh, I don't even want to do this, right? Have you ever been there? So we're going to talk about, how to own your values so that you can set really healthy boundaries and enforce them. We are going to talk about being assertive and asking for what you want and how to do that. How to actually decide, this is what I want and I'm not willing to settle for less. And I'm gonna have a really good energy around asking for it. So when you are asking clients for payment, asking your spouse to do something for you, your kids to do something for you, how to do that with assertion and confidence, and stop being a doormat. We're gonna talk about receiving, how to receive with grace and ease, because the flow of energy and money is a two-way street. When you are giving value, you are giving service, and you're doing it all the time. You are giving to your spouse, you're giving to your kids, your friends, your neighbors, your clients, everybody on Facebook that asks for your advice, and you're giving it away all the time. And if you are giving all the time, that's great, but are you receiving? And do you have the same level of energy around receiving? Are you able to receive with grace? Does it feel good when somebody gives you a gift and you don't have one for them? Does it feel good when somebody pays you a compliment? Does it feel good when somebody offers to pay you more than you were expecting? If not, we need to work on that, because again, money is nothing more than energy, and it's a two-way street. It has to be in a constant state of motion. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to bring this home, like I mentioned, and bring money concepts to your kids and teach them how to have a healthy money mindset. So when they grow up, they can take care of you. And we're going to teach you how to bring it home to your family as well. So in addition to the 8 weeks of content, every week is a new challenge. So it's homework for you. So I'm going to give you homework to do on your own. You're going to bring the answers to the group. You're going to get support. But then there is a challenge so that between lessons, every week you are moving forward and building more momentum towards your goals. Because, I didn't mention, in the beginning, we're setting money goals, big ones. And we are going to move you toward those money goals with each individual week. We're going to get closer and closer, and we're going to build that momentum. So, Amanda says, how many people are on Team Tanya? Just curious. Editors, website designers. Ooh, good question. 1, 2... So I have Raywin, Danielle, and Daniel are pretty active all the time. So 3, and I bring contractors in for other things when needed. But they're pretty prominent on my team all day, every day. Okay. So in addition to all of that that's going on, we have a Facebook group, and the Facebook group is going to be, it's private, it's just for us, but I'm going to be in there every single day. I spend hours a day. And when you have a problem and you come up and you're like, hey, in the Facebook group, hey, Tanya, I'm struggling with this. I am going to coach you through it. What do you need? What is the tool that you need? Is it a meditation? Is it an EFT tutorial? Is it a journal prompt? And I will be there giving you what you need to work you through your blocks. Because the one thing I found is, even though I'm giving you the tools to coach yourself, sometimes you just can't coach yourself. So this group is there so that I can coach you, and that you have the support of all the other women there to coach you as well. So you are never alone. You have so much support and love and hugs and all the feels, so that you will never be stagnant. The only way you will be stagnant going through this program is if you opt out and you stop showing up. Because if you commit and you show up, your vibe is going to be high, no matter how crazy your family life is. Ain't going to happen. We are not going to let you have low vibe. And then also this 8 weeks, we're doing live coaching calls. So live on Zoom once a week, it's me and you. And anything that's going on with you, I am coaching you through it. So, I mean, you're getting, like, it's a ton this summer version, just because I want to be here for you, and I want to transform you, and I want you to see how powerful this work is and how much this will transform your business. If you're not making money, it's not because you don't have the skills. It's not because you don't have what you need. It's not because you don't know all the things. It's not because you need more tech. It's because you don't have the confidence, because you haven't fixed all the mindset issues that are going on, and you haven't cleared the limiting beliefs. When you do that, you're going to take all that stuff that you've been learning and binging on, and you are going to, it's like you're going to put turbo boost behind it and you will be on fire. So it's really powerful. Somebody asked, how much time do I spend in the Facebook group? Like I said, I'm in there all the time. The live Q&A calls as of now are going to be on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. If that doesn't work out for everybody, I'm happy to change it. But as of now, that's how they're scheduled. And if you can't make it live on those calls, you can ask questions and I will answer them just like I'm doing now. And if I have to IM you or whatever, I am there to support you 100%. This is all about you. And my summer is dedicated to you in this program. So if you're in, you've got me 100%. Another person asked, what kind of ROI can I expect? Because technically this is a business program. This is for entrepreneurs. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is a tricky question, right? Because I'm not there with you. I'm not technically holding your hand. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? What I can tell you is you'll get what you put in. If you show up and you do the work, it'll be transformative. It really will. Mindset is the foundation of your business. It is the heart and soul of your business. So I've worked with women that are new in business, and I've worked with people that are seasoned and that are making really, really good money. But what happens is if you don't have the tools in place to deal with the shit that comes up, right? The insecurities, the doubt, you have confidence, and that confidence will take you to a certain level. And then as soon as you get rocked, as soon as you come up against somebody that you're intimidated by, right? Or a situation that intimidates you, all that confidence is immediately it goes out the window. It just drains out of you. And suddenly your 12-year-old self shows up and you're like, I don't even know what to say. My palms are sweating. I feel stupid. I just want to leave. I just want to crawl in a hole and die in this very moment, right? And that's not healthy. You can't be that when you're the boss. You have to learn how to have a certain capacity of mental toughness, but you can't go numb. You have to learn how to deal and how to respond to circumstances and situations in a healthy way. And instead of reacting to all the things that business throws you, the rejection, the doubt, the insecurities, the comparison, all the things that come up, you have to know, you have to be armed with the tools to say, okay, I see you, but you're not bothering me because I know what I am and I know my worth. And I know that this is my path, that this is the universe or God's journey for me, and I'm going to rock it. So you're a nuisance. You're a little bit you're annoying me right now, this trigger or this comment or whatever might be going on, but I'm not letting you affect me. And it's those tools and it's that sense of confidence and strength that you learn in doing this work. That's what this is about. So when and you're learning this, you guys, in 8 weeks, legit. You're learning it in 8 weeks. So, what can I tell you as far as ROI? You're going to have a profound internal shift in 30 days. Profound. Your whole inner world is going to change in 30 days. Your external world is going to be completely flip-flopped in 90 days. So if what kind of ROI are you looking at? Your business, give it 90 days. Your business will completely transform. Another question I had was, and I'm looking, Ellie, girl, I know where you're at. The first call, Latoya, is next Thursday. Christina, yes, girl. Megan, you should totally come do this. You should totally come do this. You are a rock star. You are a rock star travel agent, and the world needs you. The world needs you. So, yes, I have so much advice for you. Yes, so if you join now, you're going to get access to the Start Here stuff. So there's already content available for you to get started. You guys, can you hear me still, or do you hear nothing but a weed whacker? Payments are available, yes. There is a payment plan, so they are, I think right now there's a 5-month payment plan. Is that so loud? I think my neighbors have radar, and every time I do anything live, they decide that they're going to do yard work. It's like kids. You know how kids have radar, and they only want you when you're on the phone or you're doing the thing, right? And somehow they find you. My neighbors are like that. Yeah. So if you join now, there is a payment plan. And you're going to get immediate access to the Facebook group and immediate access to the content. And we are hitting it pedal to the metal on Monday. So all the good stuff, the heavy stuff starts on Monday. When I say heavy, I just mean like rah rah shish kumbah, the party. It's going to be party time. Any questions? So I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep answering questions because I had so many that came in different areas. Should I focus? People are like, in business. So, right, if you're a new entrepreneur, this is a huge question for new entrepreneurs. Baby businesses, less than a year old. Should I focus on business, strategy, or mindset? So here's the thing I'm going to tell you. You need both. You totally do. If you're coming into your business with skill and you know what you're doing, you have some level of expertise in your niche, you've been to college, you've worked in the fields, I would tell you to focus on mindset first because you have the skills. What you don't have is the confidence in your skill, and mindset's going to help you with that. If you are completely new and you're like, I'm kind of a badass, I win at everything I do, I'm going into a completely new industry and I don't know anything about it, well, then you need to learn about your industry. So it's really just a matter of where you're at in your business. At some point, you need mindset work. Everybody does. And every strategist will tell you that. Every high-level coach and guru will tell you that. And they teach it to a point. Everyone's like, yes, you need mindset. But there's not a whole lot of people out there that dive into it this deeply. It's not as deep as we're going to go. And even even the ones that do the programs that do give you 6 weeks of mindset work or, similar, they're not coaching you. They're not showing up for you individually. And they don't have you back for a year. And I've been through some of these programs, and that was really, really frustrating for me when I was first doing mindset work. And I'm like, what? All right, I get the concept, but it's really hard to intellectually apply things. So you're learning things intellectually, but they don't make sense until you apply them. And sometimes you just need a little bit of help applying it to your situation in your business. And that's why we have the group and we have the coaching calls. Lori, yes, the group is open now. So as soon as you sign up for Money Vibes, and you're in it, so you should have an email that has the link. So yes, and anybody who's looking to join, the minute you sign up, you're going to get an email that has the link in it. And then in the membership area, like every single page has the link. So Lori, if you can't find it, IM me, and I'll get you in, and I'll just add you, no problem. Megan, where can I find the info? Landing page, yes. So it's my name, TanyaRainier.com/money-vibes. And if you go to TanyaRainier.com, and if you don't want to type my name out, you can go to use the word profitparty.com, and it'll redirect you. Girl, you're going to have to start getting my emails. Like, I'm going to have to start like a text message campaign or something. Somebody asked me how woo-woo I was going to get. So I'm excited to answer that question. The wind is blowing. Let me switch papers here. The whole list of questions. How woo am I going to get? I'm going to say that maybe I get a little woo in 2 of the modules. There's probably, as of now, about 30 lessons in this boot camp. And there might be some woo in 2 of them. Outside of the woo, or outside of the core lessons, because this is psychology. It's science. So I take the scientific approach in the same way that I do in my podcast and in my group and all my videos. It's not going to be any more woo or any more out there than what I normally do with you guys. I give you the scientific approach. I give you the realistic approach. I make it real. I make it applicable. But on the flip side, I am really, really excited about the woo. So I have some workshops planned, and you guys are going to have access to them. I'm going to give them access. I'm going to give my Money Vibes members access to these workshops before I give them to anybody else. So we're going to be doing some fun things around chakras and crystals and, cool stuff like that. Fun manifesting stuff. And if it's for you, you can join me in the workshop. And if not, you don't have to. But you guys get first dibs, and that's going to be, a VIP perk for being part of Money Vibes. And I'm really excited about that because we did some stuff like that at the retreat, and Lori was there, so she can attest. It was pretty freaking cool. And in some of these workshops, and as well as in the Facebook group, I'm going to give you guys some really cool mind transformative meditations. So you get all my experience in, cognitive behavioral therapy, neuro-linguistic programming. Like, we're pulling out all the steps. Like, you guys get it all. So if it's a tool that's going to benefit you and apply to your situation, you are going to get it from me there. Are you going to help me with pricing? Like I said, there is a payment plan. So yes, I want to make this affordable to you. How is this different than other programs or books? Well, if you've read my book, you kind of have a taste of the way that I do things. I'm very systematic. I like to approach things in a step-by-step manner. I want to give you the 1, 2, 3 punch. So every single module in there is like, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Because to me, that makes sense to my way of thinking. I want the manual. I want the blueprint. And that's how I teach. So everything about Money Vibes is like a 1, 2, 3 punch. And in addition to that, it's very holistic. So yes, we're talking about money. I'm very much focused on how you can apply mindset to your business. So we're talking about money, clients, attracting money and clients into your business. But there's also quite a bit in there that we're going to be talking about the energy in your family, your personal life, your home, and other areas of your life, and how that affects your vibe, and how that in turn affects your business. So if you listen to the podcast, I talk about that a little bit. It matters. You have to pay attention to all of it. If you don't feel sexy and you feel like worthless in every area of your life, you're not going to have the confidence level that you need to have in business. There's always going to be that part of you that's like, oh, I'm not enough, right? So when you get your vibe up across the board, like everything excels. So when we do this work, you're going to notice a shift. You're going to notice, like, if you have a significant other, they will thank me later. Trust me, because the good stuff gets better. Your relationships get better. Your energy at home gets better. And ladies, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to a bunch of girls, right? If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So if you are in a good mood, everybody's in a good mood. You are the matriarch of your family. You set the tone and the vibe in your house. So when you learn how to make yourself happy and you learn how to do this well, everyone else is happier as a result. Like, your vibe radiates and it's contagious. So it's trust me, I'm gonna get letters from your husbands later, and that's okay. I like love letters from husbands that say, thank you. Okay. So I want to address the money issue really, really quickly. What if I don't have the money to enroll? Then don't. Seriously, don't. If money is a struggle for you, I want you to concentrate your efforts right now on getting your first client or getting your first consistent client or your stream of clients. And that needs to be your priority. If money is a struggle and you are of the mindset right now that I can't afford to invest in my business, then you're not ready. You are not ready. You're totally consumed in the scarcity mindset. You're totally consumed in lack, and you don't yet have the faith in what's possible for you. And I'm going to tell you right now, you have everything you need right now to make a lot of money. You have the skill, you have the expertise, you have the experience, you have the network. What you don't have, if you're not making money, is the mindset and the confidence. And if you are still saying, I don't have the money, I can't invest in my business, you're not ready to take your business seriously. And to be frank, I love you, but don't waste my time, and I don't want to waste yours. So I only want people who are serious and who want to take their business to the next level, who are willing to go all in and invest in themselves. And I don't mean invest a lot of money. I'm not just strictly talking about money. I'm talking about time and energy. And you're willing to do the thinking work and the inner work that I'm asking you to do week to week. And if you are willing to do that work, to set aside 15 minutes a day to think about what's going on inside and to make the mental shifts, I'm going to take your business. Well, I'm not going to. I'm going to help you take your business to the next level. I'm going to help you bust through the blocks and the limiting beliefs that are at this point holding you back. So on the one hand, if you're saying I can't afford it, I'm too broke, I can't invest in my business, that's one of the things we're going to be working on. But I don't want you to come hang out with me if this is a struggle. I want you to feel confident and secure, and I want you to know with 100% that this is the best investment for you. Meditate on it, sit with it, sleep with it. And if now's not the right time, and maybe we're supposed to hang out again at another time, well, I'll be here for you when that time comes. It's up to you. If you're ready to do this now, I'm ready to help you. But I want you to show up 100%. Somebody asked, what if I fall behind? I understand that we are starting this in the summer. So I want you to make your summer in sun and cocktails and reading books a priority if that's your jam. We're going to go at a reasonable pace. It's going to be a lot. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to go back to this course again and again and again and again. Anytime you hit a new level of income, you're going to come back and you're going to do these exercises. Anytime you are getting ready to add a member to your team, anytime you're getting ready to expand or maybe get featured on a podcast or speak or partner with somebody, there's going to be new mental blocks that come up, and you are going to come back to these modules. So don't feel like you need to rush through them. They are designed for you to take all the time you need. We are going to do them week to week. So yes, I would like you to go, to keep up pace, but if you don't, it's not a big deal. Each week includes a challenge. That is the one thing that I suggest that you do, if nothing else. If you're really busy with the kids and you have a lot going on and you're vacationing, pay attention to the weekly challenge. It's I'm going to give it to you, and it's going to be really high vibe and fun, and that in itself is going to be transformative, and it's going to keep you on pace with the Facebook group. So, it's like, it's going to be the fun stuff. That's the party. It's a party just doing the challenges. So if you just do that and nothing more, and you go back to the other things, it's going to completely transform your life and business. If you do all of the modules every week, holy moly, are you going to be on fire after 8 weeks? Gosh, I think I finally answered all the questions. Do you guys have anything else? Is there anything else related to mindset, law of attraction, your business that has been prying on your mind that you want to ask me? Because I am here for you. Megan says, I love the steps. I know, right? Paper's flying everywhere. It just makes things easy. It really does. And it makes things easy to follow. One of my pet peeves, and still to this day, if a new law of attraction book comes out, I read it. I'm a book junkie. I probably read about 3 books a week. I know it's bad. It's a lot of books. I read one in the morning and a different one in the afternoon and a totally different one at night. And I finish them roughly in about a week's time. And to this day, my pet peeve with books that are on this type of stuff is that they tell you the what, but they sell you the how. And I'm like, great, you know, I get it. Like, law of attraction, it works. Like, tell me how to do it. And they're like, no, you have to buy my stuff. So if you are not ready to invest in Money Vibes, if it doesn't feel right for you, you are going to get a whole dose of how from reading The Mindset Switch. That's why I wrote the book. I wanted to give you a blueprint for how to start really making this transformation accessible and easy, and like it's a DIY program to completely transform and flip the switch on your mindset. It's designed to help you notice the triggers and the things that are bringing your vibe down so that you can get in control and you can choose something better, something positive, something that serves you better. And if you've read it and you want to take it to the next level and you want to go deep, deep, deep with this work in your business, Money Vibes is probably the next step for you. If you're not sure, hey, take your time. Do what you got to do. Amanda says you're reading it now. Cool. What do you think, Amanda? Do you like it? Do you feel like I've accomplished my goal? Does it give you a how-to? Does it feel like a really good step-by-step for you? Megan says, I've got to jump off. Thank you so much for the live. I'm going to check out the Money Vibes course and I'll be in touch. All right, Megan, I hope to see you there. If you have questions, let me know. It would be really awesome to work with you. Enjoy your evening. She is our travel agent, helping us. My sister is getting married on location in November, and I get to marry her. I get to be I'm the minister. Isn't that so cool that I'm a minister, you guys? It's amazing what you can do on the internet. I did my first wedding for my brother-ish, really good friend of mine. He's like my brother. Over the weekend, and I get to marry my sister. Yay! And Megan is our travel agent. I met her at a conference that I spoke at in February, March, something like that. So, all right, Amanda, and I can't wait to see you there. If there's no other questions, I'll hop off. I feel like I've been on here forever, but we will definitely do this again. I want to be here for you. I want to answer all your questions. And if something comes up between now and then, feel free to tag me here on Facebook or reach out to me personally, and I will do my best to answer questions and help you along. So I love you guys to pieces. Have an amazing rest of your Thursday and weekend. And I will talk to you soon. Ellie, I appreciate you too. Love your face. Love you to pieces, you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.